All right, everybody, welcome back. We are live with Dark Souls All Bosses. We have Alibaba and Duxual. So they are going to take great care of you. I'll be here to read off any donations and information, but otherwise, take it away.
Hello, I'm Alibaba. I'm going to be doing Dark Souls 1 All Bosses today, specifically the ESM Malus route. And with me is Duxual, who also runs this game. Do you want to introduce yourself, Duck?
I think you have. Hello. Yeah, I'm going to be helping explain some of the things you're seeing. So hopefully making it at least somewhat comprehensible.
Yeah, so I guess I'll do a countdown then. Alright. So, 3, 2, 1, go. So, we started with Thief and Black Fire Bombs. We started with Thief because they start with an item called the Master Key, which is a key that can open some certain unique doors, I suppose, which you need other keys to open, I mean. And we start with Black Fire Bombs so we can kill Asylum Demon earlier than you would with melee.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of convenient. Thief starts with Master Key, which makes it it's quite a nice choice. A lot of runs have now sort of gone towards Pyromancy for other reasons, but for this route, Thief is the best option. It's Master Key is gets used a fair bit. It's like, actually wait, it gets used to open like 2 doors. But they're very useful doors.
Yeah. We'll see that soon enough.
Right, so yeah, just throw a few firebombs at Asylum Demon and we're done with that.
Yeah, I picked up the bandit's knife because we actually need a weapon to kill the next boss with. I'll do this quit out here.
Oh, you're doing the wall quit out.
Yeah, could you...
Yeah, a feature of the game is basically like they don't want you to like spawn in a wall or anything. So as you stand up, your stand-up animation will like destroy some breakable objects. And usually they put like an unstable ground, so your position won't get saved close enough to a wall to break it, but that wall they didn't, so you can just quit out there and you load in and your stand-up animation breaks the wall. Right. Yeah, just get rid of some things it doesn't need anymore.
Yeah, we should probably explain prompt swap around now, I'd imagine.
Okay, yeah, so he's gonna go to the merchant in... Oh, you're doing the little menuing. So that menu he opened, which seemingly random, is actually stops a message from appearing, which would stop him from sprinting immediately.
Yeah, it's a relative. I guess a relatively recent discovery.
Yeah, yeah. You can open this specific. It's like the keyboard menu, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So he's going to go to the Undead Merchant, and he's going to buy a rapier, which is going to be used for like one of the major glitches of the run. A bow, which is also going to be used for the same major glitch. A shield, some arrows, and then he's going to do a glitch called Prompt Swap to buy the bottomless box. Basically, he's going to use the fact that he can afford to buy fire bombs. But you can switch what menu you're looking at. Yeah, so there, as you buy it, which lets him buy the bottomless box, even though he shouldn't be able to afford it. It's like you use the mouse cursor to switch category, and you use the controller to buy. And so the sort of disconnect between the two lets him get away with buying the box that he can't afford.
Yeah, and we want the bottomless box for a glitch later on, which is probably the most significant glitch in this route, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, this route kind of is based around that, this duplication glitch that he'll do a little later. lot later in the run. You can't do it yet, and it would be slower to do it as early as you could do it. So, like, get through the early game, and then, like, I don't know, is it like a third into the run, I guess?
Yeah, it's like I guess 30 something minutes into the run.
I'll play them the timeline, but it's like, you know, it feels like the third sort of content line, or at least in terms of like what stage of the run you're in.
Yeah.
There's like the early stage, which is everything you do before this glitch, and then there's sort of like the melee section through the DLC, and then this route turns to magic after the DLC section.
Yeah, so we just killed Taurus Demon with Bandit's Knife and Golpine Resin.
Golpine Resin, yeah. Most of the damage coming from the resin.
Yeah.
Too early then. Okay, so yeah, he's going to use the resin again to cut the Drake's tail. So decide trying to avoid some arrows. He takes 3 hits. I guess one of these didn't connect. And get the tail, and this is going to be used for the next boss. First, he's going to go into Sen's Gate skip.
Yeah, I can explain that. So basically, with the Sen's Gate, what you normally need to do to open it is obviously to ring both bells, one after Gargoyles, one after Quelaag. However, on the stairs leading to the Undead Parish bonfire, there's a death cam you can activate. And basically in this game, when you're in a death cam, the game basically thinks you're dead, and in that state, certain things are not loaded, and that includes gates, which means that you can just run into the fortress and then quit out, and then you've skipped having to ring the bells.
Yeah, it's kind of convenient that the camera and the effect that stops everything loading, and the trigger for that is just slightly above the trigger that would kill you. They're not the same trigger, so that's kind of useful.
Yeah,
Surprised it isn't just like one trigger and a timer, given how much we've found is based on timers in this game at this point.
Yeah, there is also a kill box there that can kill you if your positioning is not correct.
Yeah. Okay, we got the bonfire. Alright, and just leveling some strength, because the thief isn't actually strong enough to use the Drake sword that he's got. Which is going to be the weapon used for Iron Golem, because it hasn't got the main weapon for the route yet. That is the Dragon Tooth, which we'll find in Anor Londo.
Yeah, so if I turn around here, you can see the gate is there. And yeah, we managed to bypass it.
We will still be ringing the bells in this route, but just a bit later. It's faster to do it later, because otherwise you have to go down into Blight Town twice.
Yeah, and we would have to ring them anyway for the glitch we're gonna do. Yeah.
There are routes that don't ring them anymore, but this route, which is kind of like it's a marathon route really, and a race route. Yeah, you want to ring the bells. It's you need quite a lot of stats for this route.
Yeah, and, quite a lot indeed.
At those, we need Frampt. Right, he's quitting out here to avoid getting hit by a large boulder, which would have come around the corner in a second. So quitting out resets it, so you can just run all the way up without having to wait for it, or go around some other way. I was actually testing like a no quit out thing, and other than strat of backstepping the boulder, just waiting for it seemed to work out better.
Yeah, in the pre SGS days, we did used to backstep for the boulder to get RTSR usually, but obviously that's not necessary now.
Alright, and so coming up is the move swap glitch that was mentioned earlier. what he's going to do is he's going to do a jumping roll, and he's going to try to two-hand the bow. And while the two-handing of the bow is about to happen, he'll switch the bow out for the Drake sword. And the two-handing of the bow is important because it's the only weapon you can two-hand in the left hand. Normally you can't two-hand a weapon in the left hand in Dark Souls 1. And the side effect of this is that the bow doesn't have like a running attack or a plunging attack. And when you two-hand in the left hand, the game just takes the information for what the rolling attack, running attack, and plunging attack will be from the weapon in the right hand, which is the rapier.
Yeah.
And the rapier has a 2-hit running attack. That's going to be the main source of damage for the first sort of.
Well. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I messed up the start of that fight.
Oh, yeah. Start again. Okay. You could see there's like 2 ticks of damage. There's like, and what he's trying to do is deal 400 damage to Iron Golem's lower legs, which will cause him to stagger, and then another 200 damage. And Iron Golem will fall. He does need to be positioned correctly to fall off the bridge.
This should be fine.
Yeah, I think that's okay. There we go. So he will just fall off. Just roll into the fire there. And we're in Anor Londo.
Yeah, so we're in Anor Londo way earlier than you'd normally be in a casual playthrough. See, I'm going to take this bonfire. Optimally in this route you wouldn't, but if you die on the rafters, let's say, then you will go back to the Undead Parish bonfire, which I don't really want to risk.
2 cents all over again. This is a main game area. This is like the. I don't know. It's yeah, this is kind of one of the 2 major sort of areas, I guess. Because I guess kind of disconnected, aren't they?
Yeah, I suppose.
There's like Anor Londo, and then there's everything else.
Yeah, I mean most other areas are connected, I suppose.
I'm trying to think, is there... Well, other than the DLC, obviously.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's got to get over these rafters, and we're going to go down to the bonfire, which would be in front of the Vindalin boss fight. But we're not going to do that yet, because we don't have anywhere near enough damage to not make that take a long time. Oh, you're going for it? Oh yeah. So a little early jump on rafters.
Yeah, you have to do normal jump on a marathon run, man. It's tradition at this point.
Saves like what's it, like a second or something?
Yeah.
Oh, nice! Nice knife in the back.
Yeah, it's classic.
That's what you get for doing Nami rafters. Isn't that like a? I think that's like a common side effect of doing that jump. Is it just means that guy's there to throw a knife in your back?
Yeah. Well, it happens literally every time for me.
Yeah, it's because you do that jump. Yeah, no fiber jump, sadly. What was it? Someone came up with like a really elaborate version of fiber jump where you have to get on top of the lever or something. No, that's like, yeah. Okay, so we're picking up this ring, which is kind of specific to another glitch that we're going to do. It's not really specific to that ring. That's just the first ring you can grab on this route. It's like the quickest ring to pick up.
Yeah, it's
right there by the bonfire.
Yeah, I will say it's the one glitch in this game that I do not understand at all.
Is that, yeah, okay. Oh yeah. He's always fun.
Yeah, I looked away for a split second then.
somehow made it through. I don't think he'll get to you up here. So.
Let's hope this
yeah,
works.
We're gonna try and make use of the fact that the game doesn't store the position of this elevator until it's in its final, as it finally finished its animation, but it stores your position as soon as you touch the ground, or at least within a couple of frames. So the stairs stay down while you get up here, which is good because we need to use those stairs later. Okay, and just a bit more running, try and get through these, yeah. A lot of things here that can ruin your day. These guys like to shoot lightning at you in the back. Oh, we're looking back, not trusting audio cues.
I won't look back on this one.
This is the one where I normally get hit.
See, I guaranteed if I looked back, you would have shot one.
Usually right as you get to that top bit, just at the end, you think you've gotten away with it, and then just two in the back. Alright, yep. Making use of the R2 of the Drake Sword. And him flying. I think that's the last you see of the Drake Sword in this room.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
It's now taking safety bonfire, because that's a fair bit of running back if you die. And this is one of the toughest fights in the run.
Yeah, it's also the most well known from this game.
Yeah. It's a pretty steep jump in difficulty going from this after Iron Golem. Like,
I'm not sure if it's actually faster to Homeward Bone there or not.
I think it is. I think so. Well, I think that's what everyone does in any percent.
Yeah,
and if it's not faster in any percent, then everyone's being silly. Someone should check that. I think someone timed it though.
Alright. Let's hope this goes well.
Alright. So now we've got the weapon we're going to use for the next fight and for the next big chunk of the game, which is the Dragon Tooth. And going to do the same move swap glitch, and now we have the Dragon Tooth with the Rapier running attack. Which means we're hitting twice with the Dragon Tooth, which is quite a difference. And it's a Rapier animation, which is a lot faster than the Dragon Tooth animation. So once the aim, as you see, takes like a third of his health in one running attack. Oh no. Oh, you got cornered. Yeah.
There was no salvage in that, sadly. Yeah, he did like the one attack that would kill me, basically.
Yeah, nice double hit. You didn't get the stagger from only getting one of the two hits. It's kind of like, given it's a heavy weapon, you kind of you want to stagger Ornstein so he doesn't wreck you, and then you can get in the corner and just get Snow Ornstein comboed. Which is fun. Right. Okay, so now we got the refight, which is slightly different.
Oh, I actually forgot about that.
Oh yeah, I can see. Okay, Snow's coming. Double, but
That's fine.
Snow seems to be backing away, so yeah, you should have this. You might want to get those swords.
Nah, I don't need them.
Oh yeah, there's only like 3,000. Yeah, it's other routes where you do the dupe early. You don't have luxury. So yeah, Smo thankfully also staggers in 2 hits, and you can kind of just stun lock him. And he dies pretty easily.
Nice.
Alright, and now we can use next of our 3 arrows to shoot Guinevere and turn Anor Londo dark, which both gets rid of a few enemies and also it opens up the Gwendolyn boss fight.
Hop
Well,
in
we
really
don't-
quick. Sorry?
Oh, sure.
We have a $31.49 donation from Jimmy O'Shen saying halfway there. We have reached $500.
Thank you. Yeah, so having done the Sends Gate skip and gone and done Ornstein Smoke early, now we're going to actually ring the bells to open the gate.
Yeah.
We don't actually care about the gate being open, but the side effect is that it grants access to Cramped and placing the Lord Vessel, which we need to do to get access to some areas that will be currently blocked off that have bosses in them, hence need to be dealt with. Ooh, a little bit blocked there, but made it through.
Alright, we did a ladder move swap, by the way.
Nice. Yeah, I was waiting to see if you got that first try. Yeah, so it's the same glitch, but using the end of the ladder animation instead of the jumping roll animation to switch out the bow as you try to two-hand. And gargoyles, yeah. Another advantage of coming back is that they go pretty quick to this weapon. It's a one-hit stagger. You can kind of just run into them and attack and it'll interrupt whatever they're doing. It's a difference if you do some other routes, use the Black Knight Greatsword instead.
Yeah.
They used to realize that, oh, you don't stagger in one hit pretty quickly.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty funny deaths on gargoyles with bigger JS.
Yeah, if you go to it straight from doing a dragon tooth route,
It's also bad if you take damage in the hollow room as well, and you forget that you don't stagger in one hit.
yeah. Alright, so that's the first one. And now it's actually kind of like a side thing. He's going to go and kill Stray Demon. So one of the major glitches that we're doing in this route is we don't pick up the red tier stone ring, which would be like a 50% buff, which actually it's 50% before resistances, so quite often it's more than 50% effectively when you're low on health. And it takes like 2 minutes plus to pick up. And it's generally, it would be worth it, but we now have another way of getting it. By picking up the red sign soapstone in the painted world. And we'll be using a glitch to effectively turn that into the red tier stone ring, or to equip it as a ring.
Yeah, it's super confusing, honestly.
Yeah, the exact mechanism is involves like weight limit from demon souls, and careful. Yeah, that's probably the right move. Oh yeah, the painted world's another area that's disconnected. Alright. So, Stray Demon, this is one of the most painful fights in this route. You have to do it early, and you have an unupgraded weapon and no red tier stone ring damage boost.
Yeah.
So.
It is one thing that Black Knight Greatsword routes are way better at.
Yeah. Also, you're mid-rolling, so it's like it feels that little bit slower. Oh yeah, nice. It'll just pop up.
And I missed the male Jagger fight for this, actually. It was,
But yeah, you
it
had
was so much
Arctic as well,
nicer.
yeah. You did like twice as much damage. Cool.
Of course you flew up.
Yeah. You don't want to be underneath that, because that will just kill you. Anyway, yeah, done. It's kind of like the most painful fight in the route. out of the way. But yeah, you have to do that kind of early because we need to get the red sign soapstone, and to get the red sign soapstone, we need to go into the painted world, and to get into the painted world, we needed this skull. And one of the sort of side effects of doing the painted world is it changes your last bonfire rested at.
So, yeah, well, we just kicked an innocent man off the ledge so we can get the ring that he drops. I'm joking, he's not innocent, by the way. So that we can fast roll the next few bosses. Well, the one after this one.
One after this, yeah. You have to do, I think you have to do one extra dupe if you wanted to.
I'm going to use this 3 times. And we're going to talk to Rickert here to buy the heavy soul arrow and the sorcerer's catalyst.
The secret boss of this route, remembering to talk to Rickert.
Yeah, I used to forget a lot the first time I ran this.
Everyone forgets. It's like you never normally go here to talk to him.
Yeah, in most sorcery routes you rescue a guy from the lower Undead Burg, and you get the spells from him in Firelink Shrine. But not in this one.
Rescue Griggs, and yeah, he sells them in Firelink Shrine. He sells better spells and buffs and all kinds of stuff. But we don't really need that. But we do need a catalyst and some spells. So yeah, we'll talk to Rickert because he sells the sorcerer's catalyst.
Alright, I guess I'll give this one go.
Yeah. So these are like plunge full damage cancels. It's oh.
Yeah, I haven't done this in quite a while. Okay, I am not. Actually, I could get the slope cut out. Never mind. Feels bad, man.
Oh yeah. So the sort of idea there is to use the the souls are going to be somewhere weird, aren't they?
They should be at the top, right?
I don't know because they're cut out. We'll see, I guess they might be in the middle.
I mean, I can always do quite a few dupes, I suppose.
Yeah. Use the soul.
No, I mean with Quelaag soul.
Yeah. You would do them here, but yeah, you use the soul at the end.
It's fine.
Yeah, but don't think we ever explained duping. We just kind of let that just.
Oh yeah, so basically with duping, if you queue up an animation and queue up the use of an item, and then you go into you queue up the use of an item and then you go into the menu at the same time and use a different item, the prompt, and this only works with confirmation box items, the box will still come up, and if you select yes, you will get the souls of the item or the effects of a homeward bone if you do it for that, but it won't use the item, but it'll use the item you selected in the menu instead.
Yeah, which is usually the Estus flask, which conveniently regenerates.
Okay, yeah, the souls are not here. I see. Oh, that's unfortunate. How many do you need anyway?
I don't know.
I'll just dupe to 100k. Yeah, that should be fine.
Like after Priscilla, you need to be at 32 if you want. Well, it only really matters if you want to do Hydro Plunge.
Yeah. I mean,
otherwise it's not so critical.
I mean, I don't need fast roll for Priscilla per se.
But you only need 25 for Priscilla.
Yeah, I know.
32 is for Hydra fast roll, so you can do the plunge without doing it in mid roll.
Yeah. We'll see, I suppose.
You'll probably still need a dupe or two. Not that many. Back to this is Quelaag, which you normally would do earlier. But this weapon does nice amount of damage to Quelaag. Quelaag does
I actually did try to roll there, actually.
Oh.
I pressed the button, Miyazaki.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, quite can kind of just roll a little bit.
No, I only got one hit at the end, so I didn't get her to do the thingy.
Alright, so go again. Just gonna do the,
Well, third time's the charm.
you're just gonna do the plunge again, or are you?
I
Gonna do
just do the first plunge.
Okay.
Yeah, at least that one's relatively consistent. But yeah, safe to say this is probably the worst part of the route, is the first 30 minutes.
Yeah, it kind of speeds up after you get through the early part.
Yeah, I mean,
You get. I mean, it's like it looks like you're doing pretty good damage now, but just wait.
yeah, I mean, plus 0 Dragon Tooth is quite a joke when you see what damage will do later.
So at this point, it's like you don't have the two main sources of damage, which are +5, like maxed Dragon Tooth, fully upgraded, and Red Tearstone Ring, both of which like pretty much double your output each. I guess. Oh, stop.
Yeah, first of many, I'm sure.
Right, so yeah, quite like.
Alright, this is what you want her to do.
Yeah, you want her to do this really slow fire, which is like you do a couple of attacks here. That's it.
Yeah, that's basically perfect. It's basically a perfect fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need quite a few dupes, I think.
I don't think you'll need too many. Maybe like 2 or 3.
I think 3 would be okay.
If you just go for 25, are you gonna go for Hydra Plunge? You
No.
need probably way more.
Although, I guess I can dupe while I'm waiting for this guy, though.
Yeah, I suppose.
I didn't know that it changes to no there.
No X. But yeah, he's always on no just to troll you. Yeah, so you can quit out to get him to move as well, but you know, he does pretty slowly move. You can also kill him.
Okay. I think 2 more dupes will be fine. Maybe.
Yeah, probably. Like maybe do 3 just to be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Quite like Soul doesn't get you nearly as much as the others. It's only 8k, not 12k.
Is 24 okay?
We'll see.
I'll just use the soul.
Oh, you're 1 off.
Yeah.
Like 1 dupe short. Yeah. No, obviously you need 25.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a little bit behind.
Alright, I got 25.
Okay, so that's enough to fast roll.
Alright, so now we're back on track.
Yeah, the Dragon Tooth is pretty heavy, so you need quite a lot of souls to fast roll. So, yeah, so here's the bonfire we took earlier, and the stairs which are down because of the quit out we did in Anor Londo.
Yeah, if we didn't do the quit out, we'll need to wait in like 12 seconds or so for the stairs to come down.
It's kind of painful time loss when you see it behind you. You see the stairs are saved at the top. Yeah, we're not Still not going to Gwendolyn because we still need the +5 in order to one cycle Gwendolyn comfortably.
Yeah, Gwendolyn would be a really depressing fight with these stats.
Yeah. Wouldn't be great. Be at least 2 cycle. So it's gonna be faster to just come back later.
Yeah, so this is where we're gonna get the red sign soapstone that Doc talked about earlier.
Yeah. So the soapstone's actually like a PvP item. But we're not gonna be doing any PvP.
Yeah, sadly this is not PvP any %.
We will say when we're going into the DLC, it's an entirely separate. It's like a copy of Dark Garden. It's the area with Guardian, Artorias, Manus, and Calamite.
Yeah, it's Darkwood Garden but back in time.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's like a warped version, but I guess everything is kind of. Oh, yeah, these guys can be really annoying. Not the actual Dark Root Garden, which is also part of the main game. Okay, so now we're going to make use of this convenient invisible ledge.
Yeah, it's actually one of the older skips in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, these guys can shoot you in the back once you run past, so get rid of those 2 archers. Now we're going to use the last arrow to mark Priscilla. So one of the reasons you buy like specifically 3 arrows is it means you don't have to unequip them for the glitch you're going to do. Because just using it gets rid of the last one and unequips them for you. Oh, oh no.
It should be okay. There she is.
I expected as much.
Yeah, the other way you can see is by the footsteps in the snow. And there we go, now she's nice and visible.
That was not intentional.
Oof. There we go. That's fine. I'm done with the painted world.
Alright, just one more annoying part left.
Right, so now is when we do the glitch we've been sort of talking about as well.
Well, I guess it's 2 glitches, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to do quantity storage purchasing first. So yeah, he's going to buy a few things. He's going to buy Crest of Artorias, Weaponsmith box, 999 arrows, and a shield. Well, you buy the 1 pike, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, and now he's buying another pike, which weighs as much as 999 pikes. So it's a really heavy pike. And what this does is fills the inventory. And there's a kind of a holdover from Demon Souls having a explicit inventory limit, is this game has like a weight limit too. And you can reach it by doing this. But when you've reached it, you can't remove your rings, but when you try and remove a ring, you get an extra menu open, and you get the game to basically open the consumables menu when it's equipping a ring, and you equip the red sign soapstone as a ring, and it shares item ID number with the red tearstone ring. So by doing these menuing shenanigans, you equip the red sign soapstone as a ring, and you have the red tearstone ring, which is like another 50% damage boost when you are low on health. So now a lot of the run is going to involve taking enough damage to get you really hurt, but not quite dead, intentionally.
Yeah, so we used to pick up the normal redstone tearstone rings, sorry, for a long time in normal routes. Even in SGS routes, we used to go pick it up on the side, just because of how much damage it adds on. But yeah, but then ESM was found, and everything's been going downhill from then, I suppose.
It cut a nice couple of minutes or so out of the run.
Yeah, it's about two and a half. I think it was a minute and a half or so. Or 2 minutes.
But one of the side effects is you can no longer use the Ring of Favor and Protection, because this fake ring needs you to have a real ring in the other slot, and the Ring of Favor and Protection is you could do that setup. That's spicy. Haven't seen that one in a while. Pike setup for.
I'm lazy, you see.
I haven't seen that since Kada kept getting treed. So when you do that, this fall damage setup, equipping gear that is heavy makes you take more fall damage. The pikes are like the maximum fall damage you can take because they weigh so much. Which thankfully you've got 100% block shield for this. Ooh, yeah. Three Hydra heads, 2 fire bombs, and we're done. Very nice.
Oh yeah, but we need to drop the pike specifically, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to equip any other rings. Basically, it doesn't let you.
You get the menu the dialogue menu, and it opens something whenever you try to remove a ring when your inventory is full.
Yeah.
Which is really weird because rings don't weigh anything, but you can unequip everything else but not rings.
I know, you weigh so much, you just can't. You're not strong enough to take the ring off.
Yeah, there's like ways of equipping rings and such in other item slots. Like, so you could equip it as, it's useless, but you can equip it as like helmet and stuff. But once you've done that, if you're still overweight, you can't remove those either.
Now it's time for the other major glitch in this route.
Yeah. So the glitch he did to buy pikes involves, and he's going to use basically the same glitch. That very heavy pike is to store the quantity 999 by looking at an arrow prompt here. You saw 999 on screen, and so that value is actually stored by the game. And we're going to use that to sell an item we only have one of 999 times to this serpent. But the side effect of putting it in the box is it kind of underflows, and when you do it, that was close. When you do the glitch, you also end up with 99 of the item, which is just really nice. So you can dupe it multiple times, and so he's selling in 999 copies of Priscilla's Soul.
Alright,
And
nice.
finishing off.
Alright, now we're gonna do a lot of leveling.
Yeah. So this is sort of the second section of the run, where you've maxed out your levels. You don't get max level; it's not worth it. But yeah, you get 52 endurance, 53 strength, 25 dexterity, and 99 intelligence. And they're kind of specific levels. 99 intelligence, not so much, but it's just kind of like you want as much damage as you can. The endurance is for a setup for doing air rolls.
Strength is somewhat specific as well, I think. For Artorias, I think they are too short.
You've been Mario leveling them the wrong way around.
Oh, you mean like 53 endurance, 52 strength?
Yeah. you just don't two-shot Artorias, and if you're not expecting it, things aren't going to end well.
Yeah. He just has the sliver of health left, right?
Yeah. Only do that one once.
But yeah, and now we're basically just going to do the rest of the game with BNOP, basically.
Yeah. And so the other thing he did there when he was going to dupe was place the Lord Vassal, which gets rid of the fog gate that would have blocked you here, which is a classic situation you can end up in some routes where there's not like an obvious place where you've got to put the Lord Vessel down.
Yeah, so in the current All Bosses route, you actually skip the Golden Fog Gate and skipping the Lord Vessel for Seath entirely.
Yeah, that route involves... It's a lot more risky, involves a lot of extra quit outs. It's a lot more reset heavy. So not so good for a marathon run. Yeah, that one was pretty good, Mario, when you removed the ring right of manners. I did it yesterday at Artorias. But unlike you, I didn't PB after. I think you PB'd with that run. I can't remember. It was pretty good, either way.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, so the reason we killed that Crystal Golem and the reason we saved Dusk earlier was entirely so we can enter the DLC. Because if you kill that Golem after you save Dusk, he will drop the Broken Pendant, which is the item you need for the portal to the DLC to spawn. And that was Duke Skip.
nice. You got the railing.
Yeah,
So
which potentially is the skip that saves the most time in the game.
it's got to be up there.
I think it's like 6 minutes.
Yeah, it's existed so long. Never needed to time it. Oh, doing ladder skip.
Yeah, I won't be doing slope quit out though.
No, you going for the plunge.
Yeah.
So like the plunges that were done earlier for getting to Quelag, or trying to get to Quelag. Another full damage cancelling.
Yeah, so yes, so in this game, when you basically when you just to explain what I meant by slope quit out, is in this game, if you quit out on a slope where you'll normally die, you have I think you're alive for a while, but I just died. I'm so brain dead, man. That is one of the worst places to die in this run.
Yeah, that's not a good. It's like, okay, not the first one to die there in a marathon.
Oh no.
At least you don't, try 3 slope quit outs and
Yeah.
times. Anyway, yeah, the goal was to cancel the full damage with the roll, but I guess you must have got the stand up early or something.
Yeah, when you plunge off something, you can roll during the animation and it'll give you iframes from fall that would normally kill you.
Yeah, and if you don't get it, then the fall kills you, as has been demonstrated.
No.
Anyway, so running back to archives.
Yeah, this is the most embarrassing run back that you can do.
It's like the longest, one of the longest at least. I guess if you don't take the bonfire and die to Artorias, it's probably longer.
Oh, they don't. Actually, I was thinking of something else. Oh yeah, and also the elevator of shame that you have to pull back down.
Oh yeah, you have to do this. Yeah. At least the other elevator's down. Yeah, there's been quite a few different routes for all bosses as time's gone on, and this version, which is the original PC port, the Pet Die edition, has a different route to the remastered version, which removes some glitches and adds some glitches, I guess. And it makes some glitches more difficult to perform, which is infuriating. But yeah, so like the remastered run is entirely like magic, pretty much.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the sort of.
But that's because of you can dupe obviously the soul more than once.
Yeah, it's because you can
Yeah.
remastered. You don't need Framps to get lots of souls. You can just pick up any old soul on the ground and use it 999 times, which is just a little bit overpowered.
Let's hope let's hope I get ladder skip again.
Okay. So yeah, doing this ladder skip is one of the ways to set up Red Tear Stone Ring.
Alright, I think I'll just run down normally this time, not do the plunge.
Okay. Anyway, so like, just running through, and this is actually the first time you get to see the Dragon Tooth +5 in action, I guess. You'll see that it does quite a lot of damage to see.
I love how we still have loads of souls left over.
Yeah. Like, yeah, we don't really need them. You kind of overdupe in this route. I think one dupe is not enough though, so you still need to do like 2 rounds of Priscilla's soul, but you do end up with quite a bit left over. Alright, time to walk on some invisible bridges. You kind of learn where these are, and you'll fall off once or something, and then you'll be like, okay, I'm gonna. Like when you learn the route.
Yeah, you can see these things land physically on the bridge, which gives you a good cue of where to go.
Yeah, I kind of just pick that sticking out point and aim for that on the second half.
I never memorized the one for the slab though.
Oh yeah. That's one of the things keeping me from running the new all achievements route, where you need that slab and it's like a weird invisible path. It's kind of like a question mark shape, I think, but I've never quite figured it out. So Seath has this crystal that makes him invincible, and 1 arrow, and the crystal's destroyed. Here we go. Yeah, 3 running attacks, and that's Seath, and that's one of the Lord Souls down.
Yeah. So.
He equipped the Dust Crown Ring, which is half his health. And this is actually because you need lower health to do some Red Tear Stone Ring setup. So this ring is like incredibly useful for setting up Red Tear Stone Ring, and it'll get used a lot for that. Not really at all. It'll get used like once for its other purpose, which is giving you extra casts. Mostly this ring is just for Red Tear Stone Ring setups.
Yeah, so right now we're just going to kill the bosses in Dark Route before we enter the DLC.
Yeah. These are all bosses, so everything that has a boss health bar must be destroyed. That includes fan favourite and speedrunner least favourite, Sith.
Yeah, the bunny.
Yeah.
Although he dies pretty quickly in this route, though. Luckily.
Yeah. As long as it's well behaved. Should be. You do a lot of damage. It's just
Can I jump in really quick?
Yeah, no problem.
So I just want to remind everybody that we have an incentive for this. It is a bid war. You get to pick the ending for this game. Right now, Dark Lord is winning 31-49 to Zip. That's a pretty winnable race. If you'd like to see the other outcome, get your donations in. That'll be coming up soon, I imagine.
Yeah.
we got a little while. There's still some time to go. A few more bosses.
Yeah, and we're gonna be picking up the Elite Knight armor set because we need the gloves for the airwell setup later.
Yeah, this is the true meme, was discovering that these gloves are like... So, in order to set up air rolls in this version of the game, you need to have a very precise inventory weight, or no, equipped load. And you need it basically has to make use of floating point errors in order to have a weight that is just barely over 25%. Basically, you have equipment that looks like it should be 25% equipped load, but because of the floating point errors, it's actually just slightly over. Like the errors are in our favor in this way, and it makes you mid-roll, even though it shouldn't. But it also lets you roll in mid-air, which you also shouldn't be able to do.
Yeah, it's way less complicated in Remaster.
In Remaster, it's like there's much wider range, so it's like you just have to be over 25% and less than like something like 29 something. So you got quite a wide range, whereas in compared to like it's like 25.00008 or something like that is like the max limit.
Yeah, so
over 25 and less than that.
yeah, so now we're gonna go fight the scariest bosses in the game. Oh no!
Oh.
Is this bad? This is very bad, actually. Actually, there's kind of a backup, actually. I'll do it after Guardian.
Yeah.
I'll just go pick up normal RTSR.
Well, you could just buy pikes again.
Oh yeah, you can, yeah. that my heart literally sank there, man.
Yeah, that's a classic. Like, so one of the side effects is once you remove the ring, you can't put it back on. It's gone, and because you no longer have the no longer at max inventory limit, you can't actually like just equip it again. You can't do the glitch again. You have to then buy all of the pikes, so you have the weight, so you can then do the glitch again. So yeah, just take the bonfire for it, Andre.
Yeah, I'll take the bonfire after this.
Buy the pikes and then stick them in the bottom of the box.
If I'd had RTSR, I would have died there, actually.
Oh, see, this was intended. Yeah, you see, even without RTSR, you do quite a lot of damage to Guardian. It's like, still a two-shot. I think even with RTSR, it's quite often a two-shot, so...
So is it just the same quantity storage as before?
Yeah, you just do exactly the same thing.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it'll be 900 and whatever you've got pikes, because you've used like one arrow, so 998, which should be enough anyway. You've got enough other stuff. Then you just do the same glitch. You have to unequip the arrows, but yeah.
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 Oh, so gotta do it on the pike. I'm an idiot, man.
Oh, yeah. So you can see the whole thing again. It's like storing 999, and then getting this usage prompt up above in the menu.
Alright.
Okay, so yeah, you can just do the glitch again. Get the soapstone. Now, just dump the pikes in the box.
Actually, I need souls for this, actually.
Yeah. You've got... Yeah, just whatever. You want to dump the pikes, otherwise you won't be able to ring swap for RTSR setup. Yes, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, this run is pretty good so far, eh?
Yeah.
It's actually the first time I've unequipped the ring in a run. Actually, I think.
Well, then you were due, I guess. It was your turn.
Yeah, I was way due.
Everyone has to do it sometime.
Yeah.
The game loves to eat inputs just when it's least convenient, and like, yeah, topping rings is one of them. It's especially bad if you've been doing like routes which actually have red tier stone ring, because you usually use that slot where the fake ring is in order to do like your ring swap RTSR setups and stuff. And so if you suddenly switch to this route from that, it's really easy to just instinctively unequip RTSR. Yeah. No 99 of everything, sadly.
Oh, I forgot to set up RTSR.
So, it just makes this like a 3 or 4 hit instead of 2. Yeah, there's our Taurus. First half of the DLC. And with this is like, these are the last few bosses we'll be doing with the Dragon Tooth. A little detour, because this is the first time you sit down at a bonfire once you've done all the duping, where you're not already doing something else. So we'll go kill Gwendolyn here. And actually the reason for doing Gwendolyn with the Dragon Tooth instead of later with magic damage is that you can one cycle with the Dragon Tooth, but you need red tier stone ring to one cycle with magic. So it's just easier to just do it with the Dragon Tooth. You already have it ready.
Ah, he was nice.
Oh yeah, very nice. Yeah, multiple sets of arrows that you want, because that lets you get close and get a stagger. And he's dead.
Yeah, so now we're going to go trigger Calamite.
Yeah, so Calamite in this route and in most Prepare to Die position routes is kind of there's a lot of setup, and then a pretty quick fight. So you have to see Calamite in order to gain access to a dialogue choice with the giant god.
Yeah.
Who will shoot Calamite down for you. This is actually a thing in the remaster. You actually just fight Calamite in the air, but the remaster route is all sorcery, and so this is melee. So we need to get Calamite on the ground in order to do any damage. So we have to see Calamite to get access to the dialogue that'll get Goth to shoot him down, and at which point we can then return to the arena and fight Calamite on the ground. And this is sort of like the normal way you fight Calamite, but the remaster is kind of special.
Yeah, and in 100% in this game as well.
Oh yeah, the 100% route does the same fight. And New Game Plus, I suppose.
Yeah.
Who would run New Game Plus?
Yeah, I know, right? Also, nice roll.
What did you... Oh yeah.
And the classic.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, you have to roll pretty late here, though.
You have to roll, yeah, right at the edge. Oh, again. So one of the things about the air rolls is like your only invulnerable to the fall damage at certain points of the animation. So if you land at the wrong point of the animation, you take the fall damage, which is not good if it's lethal. So generally means you have to roll from a specific place in order to be in the right right part of the animation when you land. So sometimes it's like you want to do it from the button that would call up an elevator. Sometimes you want to do it from right at the edge. It just depends on how long the fall is. Yeah, one of the unfortunate things in this route is you have heavy soul arrow, which is just not as good as great heavy soul arrow.
Yeah, and it's only as good as it is because we have this much intelligence.
Yeah. Yeah, if you do if you did this with like, I don't know, 30 int or something, you'd find that you did quite a lot less. Made it past Hellbridge, which is one of the major reasons for having hidden body at all is just that bridge. There are some other parts where it's useful, but that bridge is absolutely lethal without hidden body. Taking the safe bonfire.
Yeah, I don't trust myself on Manus.
A bit of running if you don't, yeah. So Manus is like, I think he's the most tanky enemy in this route.
Yeah, he's got the most HP of any boss.
Yeah.
Which is like 6,000 something.
Actually, yeah, we're talking about like Manus. This is the scary part. Because that enemy still takes 2 casts, and then you've got to sort of dodge around these 2 guys. Oh. Yeah, okay, made it, nice. Yeah. And hidden body, which means we can just sort of shortcut our way through these humanities instead of having to go.
You don't take the Dust Crown Ring off here, right? For the Foggate skip.
I don't know for the Foggate skip.
Oh, let's go safe then.
I never did the Foggate skip in runs. I think you keep it on. Yeah, you can, if you heal and take it off, that's like it's standard setup. Yeah, use a green blossom, which is just it's an item that gives you fast.
That's why I took the bonfire.
Oh, did you?
Well then.
Big goof. Yeah, one of the unfortunate things about using Red Tearstone Ring to do a lot more damage is that you basically get one shot by everything. So all the boss fights are a little bit. It adds a sort of a certain flavor to the run, I guess. You could say, by making it, everything is a one-shot in boss fights. At least for this part of the run. I mean, there are some places where it's a one-shot either way. Like full health, still a one-shot.
Yeah.
So yeah, equipping and removing the ring to get on half health, and then this jump will just get him into Red Tearstone range, which it saves a lot of hits on Manus in this route. There we go. Oh, and you jump back, so you only got half a hit. Stuff. Hey, nice. Oh, is that rain? Ooh, that was a bit dangerous. speed. Yeah.
That last level of health survival was interesting.
Yeah. It's because you've got a lot of rolling attacks in. And they do slightly less damage.
Alright, now we're going to go talk to Goth, and he's going to shoot down Calamite for us so we can fight him.
Yeah. Yeah, so Goth just up here in this tower. Don't ask how he got there. Look at the size of this door we're about to go through.
It's an unsolvable mystery.
They must have, like... And look at the size of the dude who's just in here. I'll tell you how he deals with dragons, but we'll skip that cutscene. I mean, that's the coolest cutscene in the game. Yeah, now we're all set to fight Calamite. The boss arena is now active. Calamite is on the ground.
Yeah, so you can kill Calamite while he's in the air, but unless you do some remaster type shenanigans, it's a really slow fight.
Yeah, in order to do that, you basically need like a lot of souls.
Yeah, basically.
Because it's a Calamite's in the air, and you need to do quite a lot of damage. And so you can get like 2 hits in before Calamite just sprays everywhere with fire, which will generally kill you. So you need a way of blocking the fire.
Let's see how this goes.
So with the ring on, and maybe the ring afterwards. Made that mistake before, then you take off the ring and you drop down and you're dead. Oh, not the good opener. This is not good RNG.
But I can just do the OPAI loop though.
You can get it, yeah.
Unless you press R1 and not do a running attack instead.
Oh no! Yeah. It's just seeding the RNG for the next fight, right?
Well, at least the run after this is pretty chill.
Yeah. This is kind of the last major hurdle, and then it's all sort of clean up from that point.
No, that was just an awful fight though when it came to RNG though.
Yeah, you got like what was the first attack was?
It was the swoop one.
Oh, yeah, he did the swoop, which you can't really do too much other than dodge. Then he did the fly up, which you can't do anything about. Then just yeah, with the grab. It can be good, but it's not enough for a kill on its own. What you want is the big, slow, horizontal fire, which is basically, run, fight over.
Yeah, especially in this route.
Yeah, so what he needs is, he needs 3 running attacks where both hits connect to get the kill on Calamite.
Oh, he did it!
Yeah, so this one. So that's like a third of his health. That's the next third.
Oh, he's dead.
And Okay, lovely.
Alright, we finished the DLC.
It's like after all that, Calamite gives you this ring which makes you take double damage. It's like least useful item. Except, they use it actually in remaster now.
Oh yeah, they do, yeah.
It's like the only time it gets used in any run is because you need to take twice as much damage.
Oh yeah, the reason we took that bonfire earlier, other than leveling up endurance, was so we could warp here now.
Yeah, so you don't have to run all the way back down to Blighttown.
Yeah, people used to meme in YouTube comments before SGS saying, "Oh, why don't you rest at the bonfire after you kill Quelaag?" But now it turns out they were right because it is faster now in these routes.
Well, in this one, but the fastest route doesn't again.
Yeah, that's true. Unfortunately.
I think 100% is going to take it though, and it's going to take it early probably in the new route. 100% has to take it because it's a bonfire. It has to take all of them. So maybe they were just like preempting Hundo by distance.
Yeah, so now we're just gonna kill everything with Darkbead, basically.
Yeah. Oh, we gonna get a nice animation from Ceaseless. Or is it gonna waste a couple of seconds by being fast?
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, so the reason we had Darkbead, we had it, like we could have used it on Calamite, but actually it does almost like no damage on Calamite. You got the double KO. Nice. Sometimes Ceaseless is a little bit slower, and you can get the third cast off, and you don't have the double KO. It doesn't matter.
Well, if you can actually shoot it from a bit further away though, and still kill him with 3, and not get the double KO.
Yeah.
I tested it out. But that wouldn't be as memey.
It's just random. I don't know, like.
Yeah, for the 3 shot there, I think it is.
Anyway, so yeah, this is a skip. So every time you quit out, you move slightly backwards, and the elevator platform he's on top of is not part of the map that loads first. Didn't get branched. So it actually loads slightly later, so you can fall through it as you move backwards. Which is pretty nice. And conveniently, Fire Sage is a copy-paste of Asylum Demon, so it has a plunge animation. So you can just drop down on Fire Sage's head and get the kill there.
So
nice.
I guess you could also do the plunge animation on Stray if it was possible. It would do the animation.
I don't think Stray has the animation. I think
oh, really? That's interesting because he's also basically a copy.
Yeah, he is, but not as much apparently. I think someone said they don't. Stray doesn't have the plunge animation, but Fire Sage does, even though there's like no logical way you could plunge Fire Sage. Oh no.
It's okay.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Because I think I have the, yeah I do.
You have the ring, you got the cut.
See, it's fine.
Cut the guts.
There's no need to worry.
Yeah, sometimes aiming there can be just a little tricky. You do need to hit quite a lot more than you do in some other routes. Like, yeah, you've got 99 intelligence and you've got Darkbead, but you don't have any of the other magic buffs that make it kind of a bit easy.
Yeah, my first cast was off by quite a bit.
Yeah. If you ever do the remaster route, I mean, you've got Crown of Dust, you've got Bellowing Ring, and you've got 97
Was it just like, he has like a tiny bit of health left after the first one, I think.
Yeah, so you almost one-shot. I think even with 99 there, you don't one-shot. that's easing out that way.
Also, I guess this is the brightest area in the game, by the way.
Yeah, this is the put your sunglasses on zone. Heading towards the second Lord Soul. Yeah. So this is the second Lord Soul, which is the Bed of Chaos. First one being Seath, that was done much earlier in the run. Yeah, Bed of Chaos is there's the quick strat for Bed of Chaos, which is sort of pretty commonly known, is to destroy. There are 2 orbs at each side of the arena that have to be destroyed before you can kill the main boss. But you can just throw firebombs from the middle and hit these orbs, and that's enough to destroy them. So there's like just a lineup you do to aim these bombs.
Damn, I didn't get the undodgeable fire whip though, sadly.
She's a classic in randomizer. If you have animation randomizer, because she has like Fire Tempest, and she can do it with like an instant animation, and it just it just destroys you. Like the actual boss of this area in Londo.
Yeah, so most people destroy the right orb first, but I'm an intellectual, so I'm going to destroy the left one first.
I think I destroyed the left one first, but it's because I kept failing the left
no, that's precisely why I'm doing this.
I just switched instead of going the other way. Anyway, nice. Just trying to outrun Bed of Chaos casting Firestorm. And just a Dark Bead, and boss is dead. Dark Bead's a little bit overkill. Okay. And we enter sort of the final bit of the run, the last couple of bosses in this area before the run to Gwyn, and so off to deal with another Lord Soul.
Yeah, so this is the 3rd Lord Soul, and then we've got 4 bosses left after this. 5, 6, well, yeah.
Yes, so there's the remaining bosses in possibly in order. I don't know which way around Alibaba's going to do it, but it'll be Pinwheel and Nito, Capra at Gaping Dragon, and Capra Demon, 4 Kings, and Gwyn. So yeah, this is kind of a spooky section. Lots of skeletons, quite dark. Going down into the catacombs. Great area to go to when you just started out playing. Definitely go this way. Set as many bonfires as you can find on your way.
Damn, I actually didn't get blocked after not quitting out.
Oh.
The RTA time save, man.
Alright, so that's another plunge damage cancel. It's just a little bit quicker than usual drops, and mostly because you don't have to heal. Ooh, 3 bone wheels, and this is why you get.
Okay, so yeah, this is the hardest boss in the game, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna die.
Yeah, a bit of quiet time.
Oh. That R2, man. I had to time it so precisely.
You can actually fight Pinwheel a lot earlier in the game if you unfortunately head this way. So it doesn't actually have too much health. So just 1 dark bead is almost enough with 99 imp, but you're not quite smart enough to one-shot in this route. heading to Nito, and yeah, this is where you end up past there. And if you're unfortunate enough to take the bonfire that would be nearby, you'd then have to run all the way back out of here with all these giant skeletons on a quite low level. It's good fun. Highly recommended.
Yeah, so now off to Nito. Yeah, he's only really got one spooky attack, but it's not really anymore.
Yeah, Nito can do what we generally call the scream attack. He does like a big scream and stabs his sword into the ground, and it comes out from underneath wherever you're standing. But it turns out you can just two-hand the catalyst and block with it. And the way the attack works is there's just like a small sphere that sort of comes out of the ground. And it's actually smaller than the width of your feet stance, so it just goes in between your legs and misses. Which is quite nice.
Ah.
Two hands.
That was spooky.
Oh, yeah, he rolled it. You're not even you did the two-hand, but not even showing off the block.
Okay, that was not planned, by the way.
Oh, the grab.
I guess I'm gonna have to move swap now.
You've been dunked by Nito then before. Yeah, you've only got one dot, but you can
Should be okay though, I suppose.
Yeah. The good thing you still have the Dragon Tooth. It's going to be interesting though. Might want to get Nito to kill some skeletons himself. Gosh. Yeah, this is less than ideal.
Yeah, I've never had a fight on Nito like this before. This is 100% unique.
Never before seen.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, so usually if you do a melee route, you'd have some armor which would stop you getting staggered. So that was a bit interesting, but it worked out in the end.
Hi, I forgot to rest a Firelink.
I didn't rest, yeah.
Just a couple of bosses left.
Right, so here's heading just to some early game bosses really, which is Catbrut and Gaping Dragon. Like if you don't choose the master key, this is sort of they block the standard way into Blighttown. Is a lot of fun. Whereas the master key lets you kind of shortcut all of that and just go straight to Quelag. Okay, just get rid of this guy. A little skip here. Got another punch for damage cancel. Let's see. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, the kill. And the quit out there just saves a little bit of game time because the arena is unstable ground, so it doesn't store your position. So you can just get straight back to the entrance, having run into the arena to kill the boss. It's a nice little time save.
Alright. I'll see if I can go for the fog gate skip.
Yeah, I was thinking, are you going for the out of bounds?
Alright.
This is kind of... how do we explain this? Basically, he'd set his position was in the previous map. think it's the previous map, but the game saves you in the next map. It's one way or the other, and so it loads the map it thinks you're on, which is not the map that you're actually on. You're putting out in a specific place.
I hope I get this jump.
Yeah, come on.
Nope.
Believe.
The first jump is easy for me. It's just the last one.
Everyone finds it the other way around.
I know. It happened again, exactly the same way.
This was something that I guess people started doing around when we did this. Must have been like a 2017. Was it 2017? Or was it 2018? We did the tournament. There we go. Ooh. That's some nice house you've got there.
Well, at least I managed to show it off.
Yeah, there's a little skip that uses transition zone to get out of bounds.
Yeah, so now...
It's another Prepare to Die edition exclusive because the remaster fixed that, but you do the same skip a completely different way.
Yeah, so now we're going to get the last Lord Soul, and then it'll be the final boss.
Yeah. But after this, we'll need to know what the... after this boss is dead and it's gone into the next era, we'll need to know what the bid war ended as.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, so now we're going to do a skip called Seal Skip. And basically the way it works is, in this game, when you land on a slope, it basically delays your death, similar to the full control spell. And if you quit out during that time, you will appear where you landed on the slope.
Yeah, so this is actually another slope quit out, I guess. That you mentioned
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah, it is. Though I'm pretty bad at it though.
That was it, maybe?
No. Alright, that was it.
It's kind of scary because you do die pretty quickly if you don't quit out in time.
I almost died there.
Oh yeah, that was it. Ooh. Please.
Yeah, so you get into a death cam there like earlier, so you have to quit out to deactivate it.
Yeah, there's a left cam that sadly it's not useful. So we just need to get rid of it immediately. And equip the correct ring.
Yeah, so we're gonna drop an item here, because where you land in the arena from out of bounds is actually exactly where the second king will spawn. So we drop the item to know where to go.
It's a nice little marker. It's like tantalizingly close to being one king, but not quite. Need just a little more damage. And now you just wait for the second king. And say hello.
Yeah, and goodbye. Alright, so now would be the time for the incentive for the ending to close.
The winner was the Dark Lord. $31.49.
My favorite ending.
It's kind of like the secret ending, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of like the secret good one, but not really at the same time.
Yeah, it's all kind of...
Yeah. This game doesn't really have a good or bad ending, because they're both pretty bad for the world. Which is pretty interesting.
Alright, so one last equip remove of the ring in order to get the correct damage for the red stone ring setup.
Yeah, and unlike Kata, I remembered not to sprint anymore.
Yeah, that's a classic. There's like different setups depending on your health, whether or not you sprint, do you not sprint, do you do Dust Crown Ring or not.
But yeah, one interesting thing about Gwyn is that he's actually the only boss in the game that you can actually parry, which we will be doing.
Yeah, his one fatal flaw is that you just parry the guy.
Yeah. Though in the melee routes, you actually just stun lock him instead, or stagger him.
Yeah, but you can finish with parry.
Yeah, that's true.
Pretty much only any percent that does that. Well, I guess force quit.
Well, and no wrong warp.
Yeah, no wrong warps, just 2 parries though, it doesn't do move swap. Right, parry. I think go for the rapier strat. It doesn't Mario seem to do that.
So that's time.
Yeah.
That was probably the weirdest run I've ever done in my history of running this game. No joke. I've never had to do that stuff in a run before.
Glad I could be here to see no armor, Dragon 2+5 Nito.
Well, thank you so much for that run. It was really fun to watch. I've never seen a Dark Souls speedrun before, so that was an experience for me. Thank you to everybody who donated for the incentive. Do you have any quick shoutouts you want to do before we take it away, or?
Yeah, so if anyone's interested in running this game, I would highly recommend to join the Speed Souls Discord, where you'll find many helpful people like myself and Duck who run this game or other Souls games. So if you have any questions about how to run the games or strategies, you can go there. And on the Speed Souls website, we have lots of notes and guides and other such things. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching. As I said, that was a very interesting run, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed.
Absolutely. All right, don't go touching that dial. We're going to take a quick pause for the cause, pay the bills. When we come back, we'll be doing a little intermission for the Pathless. All right, we're back. NASA 2021. Thank you so much to Alibaba and Duck for that great Dark Souls run that we just got to see. Very exciting. Never got to see a Dark Souls run before. It was my first time. Gotta say, wasn't disappointed. Coming up next, we have the Pathless. Unique incentive for the Pathless. There's a bird, a virtual bird, as it were. You get to pet the bird in the game. Every $5 that gets donated, Sable's going to pet the bird, which she affectionately calls Pickles. So if you want to pet Pickles, her Pickles specifically, donate that $5. We're at $63 dues right this moment at an even crisp 500. Thank you to everyone who's donated so far. I'm going to let you guys know on a little secret. We are raising money this weekend for Save the Children. Save the Children is a great organization in terms of money getting directly to the people that it helps the most, and the most money being donated to people that need it as a percentage of money earned. It's a great organization. 120 different countries they operate. North America, South America, on every continent except Antarctica. Maybe Antarctica too, but it's not on the map. We talked about what $5 will get you because it's, tied into the incentive. Wink, wink, nibble, nibble, slide, slide, wink. How about $10? The biggest problem, we talked about infrastructure earlier, we talked about water. It's just getting stuff to people. But then once you get the stuff to people, it has to count, right? Weight and tonnage and infrastructure and roads and delivery, all that stuff. Scared money don't make none. How about $10 can provide high nutrient peanut paste to a malnourished child for 10 days? That might not sound like a lot, but when you're starving, that peanut paste is in high demand. So it's also highly efficient to transport, which is another great factor in when you're considering the charitable aspect of it. We don't have any donations, but I want to give you a quick update on the incentives that we have going on right now. Right, so for the Legend of Zelda, you guys are going to be able to pick the Sprite. Right now, Trogdor and the Old Woman are winning. The top two will be selected. That run is coming up after this one. The other options are the Old Man Zelda, Link, and the Merchant. If you want to get yours in, the winning bid will be at $21. Nick Car Racers 2, you can choose the driver. Hey, that's my run. Shredder is currently winning with $22. Reptar is at $20. If you want to see Reptar as the driver, you will need only donate $3. Remember, you can donate to a target and a poll. When you're making your donation, your dollars go twice as far. And also, we have the Pathless. Every $5, in increments of $5, she's going to pet the bird, capped at 40 pets, which is a total of $200. And inside, we're going to finish the game, which is coming up later tonight. we're back. I'm back. There was some brief business I had to attend to. I want to let you guys know that there are other marathons that are going on this month on the NASA channel. Well, what are they, CJ? Well, I'll tell you. Yes, you. I was talking to you, not you, the person behind you. Yeah, you. Next week, not next weekend. Next weekend, there's nothing going on. If you come here, you could just hang out with yourself. I'll be here. Offline chat is pretty kicking. It's just me and myself and I. The weekend after, we have Uncharted-thon. It's pretty cool. I liked the runs at Uncharted-thon last year. Pretty cool idea for a marathon. NGL. And the weekend after, we have Gamer House Marathon. So if you like what you see, and you like the Friends of NASA motif that you may have experienced, you can tune in the subsequent, not next weekend, but the 2 weekends after that, and get your NASA fill. NASA is great friends of the speedrunning community. They host lots of marathons, including the ones for Speed Doxathon. So thank you, NASA. We love you. Going to take this moment to let you know that if you want to be up to date on all the happenings that go on, about, adjacent, around NASA Marathon, you can follow them on Twitter. That's at NASA Marathon. You can find them on YouTube. That's NASA Marathon, NASA, and then space Marathon. The most recent episode of the No Major Opinions just came out. I'm going to add that to my Watch Later playlist. And I'm being told that we are ready to bring you the Pathless. All of the runs from this marathon are going to be on the YouTube channel, as I forgot to mention. But we are going to transition. We're going to take a quick pause for the cause and let you know a little bit about our friends at Save the Children. Don't go touching that dial. We'll be right back. And when we come back, we will have Sable Dragon Rook, Mort the Lizard, and the Pathless.